Hi everybody, it's Ann Kaplan from Mom Me, your mama resource from conception to college. So pumped to be with you guys. This week we're talking about chores and it's Wednesday, which means it's my baby mama day, which means I'm going to be talking to all of you pregnant and recently pregnant mamas out there to talk about what does this week's theme have to do with you. Sometimes it seems like the themes in this group are all about parents with like older kids or toddlers or teenagers or whatever, but everything we talk about in Mom Me, there's some kernel of nugget of helpfulness for wherever you are on your momming journey, because that's the whole idea of Mom Me. So what do chores have to do with a pregnant or postpartum mom? I'm going to tell you guys because it is so important for you to understand how crucial it is to lay off the chores when you have a baby, when you first have a baby, okay? Whether you've had a C-section, whether you had vaginal birth, whether it was really fast and easy, whether it was really long and hard, whether you gave birth at home or in the hospital, wherever, it doesn't matter, because all of us need what I like to call the baby moon, and I certainly did not invent that term. People talk about baby moon all the time. What is a baby moon and why is it important, okay? In my definition of a baby moon, what I talk with my clients all the time about when our childbirth classes, when I'm their doula, all the time is the baby moon should be about 2 weeks long. Believe it or not, mamas, 2 weeks where the first week you don't even leave your bedroom except if it's to go to the bathroom. You are in your room, basically naked all the time with your baby, nursing, feeding that baby, sleeping, going to the bathroom and eating, and pretty much nothing else, okay? That first week is really just about you being with your baby and nothing else. And the second week, you're still on your baby moon. You are on your baby moon, but this time we say don't leave your house. Like, stay in your house. Maybe you want to go for like a walk to the corner of your block or something and back, but beyond that, we want you at home. Now, modern society sometimes puts a damper on the baby moon by requiring us to do things like drive our kids to the pediatrician for a well visit or have our baby in the hospital and then have to drive home and stuff like that. But the more you can stick with the rules of a baby moon, the better off you're going to be. And my mamas, sometimes when we start talking about a 2-week-long baby moon, are like, are you crazy? I cannot sit still for that long. I'm going to go stir crazy with this baby. Or are you crazy? I have older kids. I can't just be in my bedroom for a week or whatever. Yes, you can. Shut up. Okay? Because let me explain to you why it is so important, and especially if you have older kids. This 1 week or this 2-week baby moon time of your life, whether you have older kids or not, is really the only time in your child's life, the only time ever that your baby is going to get you, uninterrupted you. Just mom pouring her momness into me and nothing else. That's the only time in their whole life, and it's the only time in your whole life as this baby's mom where you get to have that. And the second that you start doing laundry, doing household chores, maybe even just being in bed but paying some bills, as soon as you let life start creeping in, you are not having a baby moon anymore. Your baby is getting a divided mama with divided attentions and divided requirements and divided time. And that's the way life is, and it's totally fine. But if you can give your baby this 2-week period first, you're going to be setting yourself up for success in so many ways, okay? The first way that we think about it, which is so obvious about a baby moon, is like, because you need to rest. You just had a baby. Like, you're bleeding. You might be recovering from surgery. It's exhausting. It feels like you ran a marathon. You need to recuperate. Of course, we all know that. Of course. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit more in a second. But what also you don't realize is that having this baby moon time, it makes a huge difference for your baby. It makes a huge difference in bonding. It makes a huge difference in breastfeeding and making breastfeeding go smoothly if that's what your plan is. And here's a big kind of surprise for a lot of my clients. Having a baby moon is actually a huge deposit in your baby's independence bank account, because the more that kids have a really strong attachment and bond to their parents when they're in infancy, the more independent they tend to be when they grow up, because they have a rock solid foundation of unconditional love and confidence in their relationship with you that allows them to kind of venture farther afield and stuff like that. So believe it or not, even with a brand new baby who's only a week old, you're making little deposits in who that kid is going to be when they're 2 years old, 4 years old, 9 years old, 13 years old even. So it matters. It matters a ton when you have a baby moon. It makes a huge, huge, huge difference. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you want to see a very concrete illustration of what happens when you don't respect the baby moon, I am a huge workout freak. I love working out. It's like my flow state. It's my zen. It's my meditation. And when my third kid, Gigi, was born, I could not wait to start running again, and I didn't wait to start running again. She was 2 weeks old when I started running again, even though my midwife had told me, like, wait 6 weeks, blah, blah, blah. And we all know that after we have a baby, we bleed afterwards, right? Because that place where the placenta was attached to your uterus, it's a wound. It has to heal. Well, I did not let my wound heal because I went running all the time starting at 2 weeks because I love it. And you guys, I am not exaggerating to tell you that I was still bleeding 6 weeks later. That is not normal, you guys. It is because every time that I was moving around and going for a run, I was reopening that wound inside my uterus, okay? And that happens all the time, almost without fail. When my moms, when their 2-week baby moon is over, or whenever it is that they decide to start becoming more active again, it almost happens without fail that a mom who was feeling great, wasn't feeling horribly exhausted, their bleeding had stopped, all of that stuff, one day walking a load of laundry up the stairs, and pretty soon they're having to reach for the panty liners again and feeling like they got hit by a truck. So don't be fooled just because you feel amazing after your baby is born. Awesome, good, enjoy that, but don't use it as an excuse to start doing chores. This is super, super important, you guys. I'm giving you the abridged version of the speech that I give my clients because it's so important. And if you don't think that your family can support you in this, have them watch this video. Have your care provider tell you the rules of a baby moon in front of your mom, your mother-in-law, your husband, whoever's going to be helping you after you have your baby, because you need to know that this is super, super important, and the people around you need to know that it's really, really important too, so that they can support you and make it possible for you to have your baby moon. And I can tell you, I have 4 children, and I had the best, most longest baby moons with my 3rd and 4th kid, because I realize I don't screw around now. I get support in line before I have my baby, and that those people know what I expect of them and what I need from them, and if they can't give it to me, they're not invited. And I literally follow the rules. Stay in my room for a week, stay in my house for 2 weeks, no housework, just be with that baby. It's so, so powerful, you guys. I hope that's helpful for you. I hope that you believe me when I tell you that you need to take a time out from your chores when you have a baby. Ann Thurman, I'm talking to you. I know you're going to watch this video because I'm going to tag you in it. And you've just had a baby. Congratulations, congratulations. Ann Thurman, Emily Casagrande, enjoy your baby moon. We love you guys so much. All you postpartum mamas. I'll be talking to you guys again tomorrow. Bye.